Hello guys. Hope you're doing all great, guys. Welcome back here in my YouTube channel. This time, guys, I will share my Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 settings. As you may know, guys, I have a new PC with RTX 5019 and Ryzen 7 9800 X3D. So I will share my settings. Also, I will share the reshade that I use, Rex Atmos, and the other add-ons that I'm using on my side in the sim. So guys, first of all, let me start with the Nvidia app. As you can see, these are my settings that I use. I have also 4K OLED 240 Hz monitor. For the DLSS override, I use custom frame generation. It's set to recommended, and super resolution it's preset K. Low latency is set to off. GPU assignment, it's RTX 5090. I have capped my FPS 120 FPS. Power management mode, I prefer maximum performance. Vertical sync, this need to be on all the time. And this is important. Background application maximum frame rate, I set it 30 FPS. Texture filtering, it's set to clamp. Quality, it's set to quality. And texture filtering trilinear optimization, it's set to on. So guys, right now we'll check the graphic settings. I'm using full screen 4K monitor, anti-aliasing. It's set to TAA, render scaling 100. So maximum frame rate it's ticked, and I have set this to 40 with frame generation multiple 3 times to reach that 120 FPS that I have capped on my Nvidia app. Here on the sim, the VSync is set to off. Global settings, let me go into the global settings. Frame rate target, this is set to off. Okay, so terrain level of detail is set to 180. I will explain later with the lossless scaling. Off-screen terrain precaching is set to ultra. Displacement mapping off. Buildings on ultra. Trees high, plants high, rocks high, grass high. Also object level of detail is set to 180. Clouds on ultra. Texture resolution, you can use ultra or high. Anisotropic filtering is set to 16. Water waves high. Ray traced shadows off. Shadow maps 2048. Terrain shadows 1024. Contact shadows ultra. Windshield effects high. Ambient occlusion high. Cube map reflection 384, ray merge reflection off, light shafts ultra, depth of field, I don't use depth of field, it's off. This also affects on the FPS, guys. Motion blur off. Visual effects particles quality it's set to high. Glass cockpit refresh rate medium. And the other ones are for the traffic and stuff. So these are my settings, and Here for the rolling cache limit I have set to 16. If you have bigger SSD, you can put whatever you want here, like 30 gigabyte or 40 or 50 or so. So it's time for the Rex Atmos. For the weather preset I use Rex Live version 2. Also for the Atmos Rex Live version 2, and for the Enviro AB MSFS 2024 version 3.1, guys. When it comes to the reshade, I have changed it yesterday. I was using Seal Sky, but the Marius have released a new reshade for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. You can find it on flightsim.to. I'm using his reshade. So for the FS Realistic Plus, you can download it, my preset that I use, my profile. You just type Dennis Aviation and you can download it. Most of all I use with the A320, A321 and also with the A350. So when it comes to auto FPS, I have set FPS here of 46. Terrain level of detail base minimum it's set 180 and terrain level of detail when it comes to max is set 350. So after takeoff, when we pass 1500 feet, the terrain level of details increases to 350. So this is my auto FPS settings. Will move on into lossless scaling. So frame generation is set 3.1 with mode fixed. You can choose adaptive or fixed. In my site it's working charmless like this in fixed. Multiplier 2, also you can set 3 here. Scaling it's off, I don't need sharpness and stuff. Rendering, the sync mode is set to VSync. Max frame latency is set to 2. HDR support off, G-Sync support off. I don't want to draw the FPS. Capture API is set to DXGI with Q target 1. Okay guys, so these are my settings. As you can see here on the top, I have 120 FPS with the GPU running almost 90% and CPU 85%. I hope you find my settings good on your side, helpful on your side, and thank you for the huge support, guys, that you are giving to me, and I wish you very good weekend. See ya.